everybody, welcome back to Venture Vault, the Isles of Nekkar. I am your DM, Richard Barlow. I am joined by select members of our group tonight. So just say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, so we're just gonna get right back into it. Everyone was separated before, so I'm not gonna recap everyone's journey. So we're just gonna...
I demand a recap of everyone's journey.
You guys can talk to each other and find out. So we are going to start with Celadir. You are back on the Lady Chank, sailing the waters, and you, just as you were sailing, saw an island coming up to you, or you're going up to it. It's not coming up to you. And you saw it was just a very small island, and you see 3 figures standing on it, but you can't make out who they are.
One of the figures is going.
I am frantically helping Mac make a fire.
Okay. But I can see one that's like jumping for joy in a way that I probably recognize.
Yeah.
He's very physical in his emoting.
It's true.
How close can I get to the island?
You can get pretty close. Like it's not a big island, so it doesn't look like it would have a lot of like rock cuts or anything around it. It's just a very simple sand island. So you still don't want to get too close because you don't know how shallow it gets.
And I'm not sure
you could probably get within 30 feet of this one.
Okay, and I can see.
At 30 feet, you can see it's Dietrich, Ilayda, and some scrawny, half-naked man.
Help.
Okay, I'm going to. We didn't take a rowboat. Do we still have rowboats?
You
on
have-
Lady Shank, though, right?
They have a rowboat. You do not.
Oh, okay.
You used all your rowboats, and then yours got destroyed in the storm.
How? Tell me.
I'm gonna hail them, and I'm going to kind of like beckon them. Okay.
Are they within 120 feet?
They're within 30 feet.
They're very close to us.
Hi! They're
Hello!
messaging you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
messaging.
I was like, what are you?
You established this with just you
Yes.
and Dietrich.
Yes.
This means message.
If I'm doing this, it's because I'm from a distance away.
Don't
but
shoot
I'm
me.
talking in your head.
Dietrich's just
I
gonna
don't have
yell.
a gun.
What's a
William is ringing the bells,
Yeah.
so you know.
Okay. Oh, you message. What did you
Yeah.
say?
Hi, it's us.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys have a working rowboat?
Sorry, I missed that. It sounded like you were saying something. You can only reply once I send message.
You have a working rowboat?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Who is that man?
Talk about it later.
William, Thomas, there's someone coming aboard who looks... We'll keep an eye on him.
Aye, aye. And William kind of like, he just puts a hand on his hilt of his blade, and Thomas fully draws. And
We're gonna... Okay. Alright. Good. Well, yes. Well done.
Mixed messages.
No!
keeping an eye on him.
Fantastic.
Cool. So you guys head over in the boat?
Mac, last chance. You bring
Alright.
your friend.
Well, he's I'm going to be like, can you help me get this wine back on? Because otherwise...
Oh, right, sure.
So he kind of seems like
Still
he's,
in it.
like he's skipping.
Maybe get help.
And then he'll be like, okay! And he runs in and he brings a little coconut with him. And he sits on the rowboat with the coconut, like, just holding it in his hands. And he's just like,
You're gonna have to introduce your friend to everybody else.
oh, sorry. He's a little shy. I thought he would have done it himself. This is Michael.
Yes, I know who Michael is. Everyone else on the ship does not, so you know.
Oh, okay.
In other news, we're bringing the wine. Would you like to bring something?
I should get my fishing spear.
Useful.
Yes.
So he runs and he gets a spear, which, like, probably would have been useful in the fight. But it's like, I don't know if you guys or anyone on here watches like Survivor at any point, but how they have like the elastic kind of thing on the spear. he has it kind of like set up with like ropes and vines and stuff like that, so he can like pull it and then it like shoots out of his hand and gets fish. So he has a spear like that, and he sits down with his spear and his coconut, and he is ready to go.
Wonderful, Mac.
He's been waiting for this boat delivery for a very long time.
It's true.
I'm surprised he wasn't packed before, to be honest.
I was packed, but it never came, so I gradually unpacked as I needed things, and then didn't feel.
I don't like living out of a
again.
suitcase either, but that's been most of my life. So.
Same.
All right. We're rolling this barrel of wine
Cool.
back in.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in the boat and row over.
I let Dietrich do most of the lifting.
That's fine.
Sounds good. So you still have one oar, but I'm sure you can just power the boat over.
Yeah, I'm like a mini motorboat.
Cool.
Kelly's watching it.
Mac like holds on. He doesn't know what's happening when there's no oars. So
there is that rev, but we still only go 5 feet every 6 seconds.
How are you doing it with the
Shape water.
I can manipulate.
Oh, with the shape. I was
But
like,
all I'm doing is like we can move 5 feet in 6 seconds, so it's still quite slow. It would be faster paddling with the oar, to be honest. Yeah, but I am just going for no reason. I don't know why either.
Just have your hand in the water behind.
William, do you hear that?
I get quieter.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys make it to the ship.
Hi!
And you can like there's the spot like where you climbed out of the water. The spot that like kind of pulleys. You can hook the rowboat on and
I'll
pulley.
pull him up.
Cool. William and Thomas will help you. William will help you. Thomas is ready for that guy when he comes up.
Thomas, discretion.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Just hold him further. More at ease. More.
They're still like fully drawn. They're just lower.
Just hold that. Perfect.
Okay. Cool. So you guys get pulled up, and now you're all together again.
Dietrich's gonna hug Celadir.
Kelly's gonna hug Dietrich.
William's gonna like hop around. You guys like waiting for his hug.
He's gonna break and hug William.
Cool.
He's gonna go to hug Thomas, see that the knives are up, and be like, oh.
Thomas just nods, and he'll just be like, "Welcome back."
Everyone's okay.
And William goes and hugs Ilayda as well.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Celadir would like give Ilayda like
Side.
Yeah.
Just like an
awkward,
shoulder
like-
top. Yeah.
You see this scrawny, gaunt man who is cleaned up compared to how you guys saw, but still like not the cleanest or healthiest looking guy. He like lifts his scrawny legs over and like walks up, and while all you guys are hugging, he just comes up and he hugs you too.
Oh.
And then he goes.
This is Mac. He's very friendly, but he's very nice. He
very
helped us.
friendly.
Those things mean the same thing, kind of.
Also, that's Michael.
Kind of.
This is Michael.
I'm gonna look down to Michael.
He holds up his coconut with a face painted on it.
A pleasure.
And then Thomas kind of looks at you and he's like, huh?
Listen, we think he needs the coconut for emotional support right
Is he
now,
still
but
hugging me?
eventually
He'll
we'll wean
he's
him.
hugging William.
I give him like a
and
little
William
like.
is hugging back.
Eventually
A little
we'll
backpack.
wean him back onto social contact, and we'll lose the coconut.
I mean,
That's
Michael
my
is great
point.
company, actually, so.
I mean, coconut.
Dietrich, if you sing "I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts" one more time, I'll go coconuts.
I love that song.
Haven't heard
Make him sing it all night.
Well. So, where is everyone?
We just sailed from Near Day. And you were the first island that we passed. Luckily, you were on it.
You went back to Anura Day, so that's where you got.
We washed up on a Near Day. And it was full of zombies and skeletons from Fort Victor.
Oh, are you okay?
We're okay. Sunar did not make it.
He tried to kill me. I can't be too disappointed.
It's honestly less of a headache, but
It's not very nice to speak of a man that way.
He tried to kill me.
To be fair, he was. Well, we have made.
Different sorts of company. We welcome all sorts. I was with him.
You look over. William, Thomas, and Mac are all just standing there.
Right.
The others aren't with you.
No, we lost them in the storm.
What did you? We had everyone from Port Victor on island. What was? Did you have any trouble here?
Yeah.
It's about as much trouble. Actually, I can't say that. Ilayda was really brave and she fought a giant snake.
We all fought a giant snake.
I took off its head.
It was very impressive, actually.
You and Michael.
No,
No.
Michael had nothing to do
No.
with it.
Michael's not, and he like covers what would be the coconut's ears. Michael's not the bravest of individuals.
A good friend, nonetheless. I'm sure.
The best. He's the only one I decided to bring with me.
There was more friends.
I'm sure we'll hear about them.
I'm sure we'll make more as well.
I did not consider that possibility. All right. Well, we have to find the others. But yes, there was a giant. Oh, we found him. I have a bangle. I have a green bangle.
Like blue.
Blue bangle. We had a green before.
Green's the one you already have.
Okay. Where have we been keeping the green bangle?
Room has it.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was married. Not
Yeah.
I thought Kelly had it.
Why did we give it to the sketchy little one?
She was the one who found it.
Yeah, like she
Yeah.
kept it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was less us.
Why is Celadir so trusting?
It was less us being like, yes, you should hold on to it, and more, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Yes. No, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Well, we should definitely keep that somewhere safe in the meantime.
Yeah, I don't know where to keep it. Unfortunately, they
What
need to
did I
make
get?
more women's skirts with pockets. More women's skirts with pockets.
Mac is like, hey man.
Yes, Mac is.
A feminist.
Yes.
Anyone who wants pockets in their skirts is a feminist.
It's true. I don't know why it's such a big problem for him. He only wears a
It
wig.
takes so little
When he wears anything.
when he was
Oh, we met in
different circumstances.
Nature.
I see. Okay. Well,
We were clothed.
I'm glad that
Oh,
you
yes,
changed.
to be clear, we were clothed.
I had assumed.
I just wanted to be
For a
clear.
while.
Mac like
Okay.
raises his hand.
Yes.
He's like, this isn't necessarily my choice. If anyone has clothes that I could borrow, that would be great.
He's very slim, right? He's
Yeah.
just round
Thomas kind of looks around at the build of everyone else, and he's just like,
Good man, Thomas.
all right, follow me. And he walks him down and goes to the cell because Thomas did have a little bag on him. So
I was like, he had a bag on him when he pulled him out of the water.
there was nothing like he was
Yeah.
like had it around him, and I imagine you guys would have searched it, and like it's really just clothes that were in there.
Good, because I have plans for altering my own leather pants, and I didn't want to have to give them up. Thank you.
Yeah, so they're down for a few minutes getting changed.
You just ran into zombies and skeletons, no one else.
No one else. They were.
This pause is less dramatic. In
Looking
in the
for
conversation.
something.
Would you like me to refresh your memory?
Well, maybe. I took notes though.
Did anyone see?
Okay, but like you had told me like things that like they had thought, but did like Celadir get that impression that that was their thoughts? Because it was never communicated between. We were just killing each other. We weren't like, what are you doing with those? What are you searching for?
You overheard them talking.
Is that what it was? I was
Yes.
like, where did these notes come from?
Yes.
That's what happened. Okay.
You overheard Celadir overheard the undead. They were clearly searching the island for something, and while the group was stealth, they overheard. And they were, before this, Celadir and William saw the undead ship, and the zombies and skeletons were like almost had like a chain gang going of just transporting things off the island onto the ship. They couldn't tell what it was, but it was something very small, and kind of like handfuls of it. And then Celadir overheard some of the undead talking, saying that they were collecting any bones they found on the island because he thinks, Celadir never found out who he was, he thinks that if he can find the bones of the captain who created the island, he can use his life essence that's in the bones to recreate the bangle that was on that island.
Oh.
Disturbing.
I don't know if the idea has any credence, though.
Not looking for someone who might be half-elven, right?
No, I never heard that. I heard no reference to Imril either.
Okay.
They do appear to be tied, though. Based off of what she
But
said.
she said absolutely.
Well, I have a few ideas about that.
We should discuss that, but I want to get this food on. There's not much left, but
Sure.
I'd like to get it into the kitchens.
We could help you with that.
Where's Thomas?
What's
Thomas is changing Mac
All right.
right now.
I was
He's
gonna
changing him.
give him
He's
the
giving him
wine.
some clothes.
He's the one who wanted the wine.
They probably, at this point, like, you had told them about what you found on your day and stuff. So they come up. Mac is wearing some clothes. Even Thomas, who's very skinny, his clothes are, like, pretty baggy on Mac. But Mac is, like,
Mac.
wearing
Nice little,
clothes. Just, like, a
rope
very,
belt.
very general, like a pirate shirt that's, like, already puffy and baggy, super baggy on him. And just some, like, cloth pants that are, like, tied up.
Mac, look at you. You're so put together.
He, like, has this, like, crooked smile and, like, holds it. He's like,
I'm gonna make some alterations on some clothes of my own tonight, so I'd be happy to make those a better fit for you.
okay. And he pulls his pants
Whoa,
down.
okay, not right now. We have some business to attend to first.
Sorry.
And next time you take your pants off in my presence, I would like some warning first.
Well, you've already seen everything on the island.
Doesn't matter. It's all freshly and newly disturbing every single time.
That's fair.
I don't mean to body shame. It's really just I don't want to be exposed to anyone's genitals unless I have some say in the matter.
That's fair.
All right, let's get this food on.
He, like, covers Michael's bottom half.
We can also make an outfit for Michael.
That would be excellent.
Dietrich's gonna pull out a handkerchief.
Oh,
He, like, ties it around, like, almost like a bandana around the bottom half of the
like
coconut.
a
So
little
it kind of
diaper.
looks like a diaper around Michael.
It's a baby.
Can we just like quietly to Dietrich like he was just
Full frontal. Well, I mean, I don't know that the leaf was big enough, but it was there.
Piece of seaweed.
I mean, it's nothing I haven't seen before, so
doesn't mean you have to.
I've
We'd
seen
like to
worse.
see it.
I'm bringing the food on
Cool.
with other people.
Thomas will help you. He's up,
Great.
so you don't even have to
Great.
suggest
Pass
it.
the
He
wine,
grabs
yeah.
the wine.
Good, thank you. Great. And I think you said that like half the
About
food's
half of
food
what
is
you
left?
took is
Okay, great.
left.
Cool. If there are apples that are unbruised, I'm going to set some aside.
Sounds good.
I think while we have, you said there wasn't any issues on this island except for strange.
Well, there was a sea serpent and we
Nekkar.
got a bangle, so there were issues, but we killed them. We dealt with them. I almost died. I almost bled out. I bled a lot.
She did.
Yep.
It's scary not having, that kind of backup.
Yes, I understand.
Also, I should probably just start telling people because it's more convenient for them to know is that I can breathe underwater, and that was kind of a huge component of this.
I'm sorry, you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Doesn't think anything of it, does it?
Yeah. No, I.
Normal.
That's not typical of humans.
Is that true?
I can't breathe underwater.
That's unfortunate. It sounds very useful.
It's very convenient, but it's not typical, and I don't know why.
Were you hiding it?
I take off the handkerchief. Yes, I was hiding it, and I show my little gills. But I don't need to hide it around people who are helping me and who that might be useful information for. So if I get thrown off into the ocean, it's not as dire a circumstance as someone else.
It still is.
Please get me. But yes.
I understand what you're telling me.
Alright, I'm tying the handkerchief back on. It's just more comfortable having it on.
Oh. I've seen gills before, right? Back home.
Imagine there is a creature that has.
I'm
a
sure
little-
there's
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it on like a human.
But I'm like, I've seen gills before. I'm not questioning.
You know what a fish is.
I mean, there's if you've seen, I don't know, there's probably a variety of aquatic creatures in the
Yeah.
Feywild that
Yeah.
might have some.
I'm not
Seen some
concerned.
merfolk and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, it's fine. He's not sure what the problem is.
No, he doesn't. He's like, I don't know why you're telling me this, but that's
Yeah,
useful.
cool.
It's-
Yeah, that's a thing.
Do you have
Now he's gonna start asking everyone, do you have gills?
anything? Nothing to share with us?
I wish I had something.
Yes.
They're quite ordinary now.
I mean, just because it's convenient when you're on the ocean doesn't mean that it's a good thing going for you everywhere.
I suppose so, but you're quite wonderful.
Thank you. I'm gonna start making food.
Cool. William is going to approach you, Celadir,
Okay.
and he is going to be like, Coppin,
Yes, William.
can I talk to you for a second?
Of course.
I know we haven't found everybody yet. If I could suggest what we used to do when people got lost out on the sea in my old crew.
And what was that?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We would always go out. I imagine Ilayda and Dietrich washed up here. They might not be too far away. The other ones. If we were to move out and anchor kind of in the middle of the sea, we could keep an eye out and they could see us easily if they're floating around. I found a lot of times after a storm people were stranded in the middle of the sea floating, so having kind of a beacon of hope somewhere always worked for us. I shouldn't say always worked for us.
But it's something you.
It was the best option rather than us going around searching, because we could, for all we know, be getting further away.
That makes sense. And you're knowledgeable in these.
You're the captain. I just know this is a relatively new crew, so I just wanted to share what we used to do.
No, I think that makes sense. I'll talk to the rest of the group, but I think that'd be a good course of action. We'll see. What's Dietrich doing?
Looking pretty forlorn, I think, out to sea. But if he noticed you approach him, he would probably change his demeanor.
Roll for stealth. Yeah!
-1. No, we're not gonna sneak up on Dietrich. No, but I would have noticed his sad face, his forlornness.
How emotionally intelligent are you?
I feel maybe
Roll
a
an
little,
insight.
a little stunted, but we'll check it out
Just a little stunted.
based on what's happened.
I love that you're, like, he has a stunted emotional, but it's, like, so apparent to everybody else.
Can't hide it. That's why it's
Yeah,
stunted. What was I rolling for? Perception?
Insight.
Insight. I just made up a 13.
13? I mean, you know sadness.
Yes.
So,
Yes, I
so you can read body language if someone's not their chipper self.
do. This one's pretty chipper when he's chipper. Alright, I'll go with the Dietrich. Is it the others that you're worried about?
Of course I'm worried about the others. I mean, I was lucky enough that I was with Ilayda on the island, but that doesn't mean anything. They could be alone.
It's true. Although, like you two, those two gnomes are very capable of taking care of themselves. But William had a suggestion to help them find us, potentially. If you feel like this island wasn't, the threat's been taken care of, we can sail out a ways and anchor and wait for some kind of sign of them, at least for a little bit.
Sure.
Good.
I think that's a good idea.
We'll get settled in and then we'll sail out.
You know, Celadir, we should also probably think of, well,
Max coconut friend.
no, I mean, he's harmless.
The coconut or Mac?
I'm not sure.
What Feywild experience has he had that he is wary of the coconut?
I don't think that Michael will shiv us in our sleep.
I mean, it's a relief.
We should maybe think about, you know, if we're gonna travel together, we are, you know, pirates. It might be easier to identify the ship if we had kind of a Jolly Roger or something, or a name.
The word pirate Celadir is like.
Yeah. A jolly. What is a Jolly Roger?
Like a flag that lets people know who we are.
Like what we saw in the other.
You know what? Now that I think of it, maybe it's a terrible idea.
No, those were just aggressive. I feel like you could come up with something less.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't know. Emerald wouldn't know that we had a Jolly Roger. She didn't see a Jolly Roger. I just don't want them to see it and know. So maybe it could be something that, you know, isn't like me at all. It could be something completely out of left field, I think. Maybe, something really aggressive.
What is aggressive to you? What would you define an aggressive Jolly Roger?
I don't know, maybe something with fangs, or, something really burly.
Think about the crew, like.
Right?
Do you think you could just take William, give him some fangs? I think you could make it work.
I think so. I mean, he's such a nice man, but he doesn't necessarily look like a nice man.
He's got that burliness that you were talking about.
It's true. He is very manly.
Well, I will leave this with you.
Right. I guess it doesn't matter right now, because Rune and Greya wouldn't even know that it's our Jolly Roger.
That's true. I'm sure they'd like some input as well. It's going to represent all of us.
Right, sure. I will ask everyone what they think it should be, and what we should be called.
You mean the ship? Or the lady Shank?
Yes, no,
I had
I
to
mean,
think about it. Shank! I want to say Shank so bad. Lady Shank.
pirate ships have different names than the pirate crew itself, right?
I have no idea. Dietrich. This is all very new to me.
You're doing very well in a position of leadership, I should let you know.
Thank you. I've had some experience, but never at sea.
You would never know.
Well, that's comforting.
Right. About that, Celadir. Do you think I should... Do you think I should get a haircut?
How long is your hair?
It's like my length, actually.
Oh, okay. Why are you thinking of getting a haircut, Dietrich?
To look different.
What's wrong with the way you look now?
Well, I quite like the way I look now, but, you know, just so at first glance someone can't know that it's me.
Well, I think that is a decision that you would have to make. I think it would suit you regardless. And it's all that you're comfortable with. I think your sister will recognize you regardless, if that's what you're worried about.
It is. Maybe I could do something real dramatic. Maybe I could, you know, tie my hair back and borrow Ilayda's skirts or something.
It would be unexpected, I will give you that.
An idea.
I feel like you could still fight with your style very well in a skirt.
I think I could.
Something to consider.
Alright.
Dinner! I'm ringing the bell that we apparently have.
Cool.
Yeah.
The dinner bell is separate from the attack bell.
It's a tinier bell.
I accidentally ring the wrong one.
Everyone-
William.
Sorry. Yeah.
I just didn't want to keep using message all the time. It's hard when I don't know where everyone is.
Valid.
William comes up to you guys and he's just like, "Go ahead and eat. I'll stay up watch."
Are you sure? I had a wonderful fruit salad yesterday,
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
When was the last time William ate?
Or was it yesterday?
It would
I'm
have been a
pretty sure it
while.
was, we slept one night and then went
Oh
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
car.
No, so it
It
was
is
just
yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. But are you sure? You can go eat if you.
I'm alright. I'll grab something after.
Okay.
We'll bring you something.
Also,
I'm used to keeping watch.
if Mac offers you any beverage, just say no. All right?
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. What? You two don't accept any beverages from Mac, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm cute. No. Okay. I'm gonna go dinner.
Cool.
I have prepared burgoo, which is a historically accurate. It's basically a sailor's oatmeal. So the oatmeal's been ground down very finely. So it's a little more like resembling grits, but
Okay.
less gritty. It's just like finer, really fine oatmeal. And
sounds
with
delicious.
molasses, because molasses keep a very long time. With the apples, I'm chopping them up, so there's like a little bit of apples in everyone's bowls, so that we don't get scurvy. And with one or two remaining apples, I'm going to wrap them and preserve them in wax, and I have set those aside for room.
Cool.
Yeah. She told me she likes apples. She doesn't eat meat. Did you know she doesn't eat meat?
I think so. Yes. You know what? There was a time on the docks where she... No, it's fine.
I just wish she had told me, because then I wouldn't have made so many meals.
Well, she's not
So she couldn't
very.
eat. Forthcoming. She did tell me that
Forthcoming.
she likes apples, so these are for her and nobody can have them.
Okay.
I snatched one away from Mac. It's not for you.
Or Michael. I don't know why Kelly you're so obsessed
Michael
with this
doesn't have a
coconut.
huge appetite anyway. Don't worry about him.
I grab a
I
little
am a
thimble
little
and
worried
like
about
put a
him.
little burgoo in there and like put it in front of Michael, just
Cool.
because I think it's funny.
Okay.
Should
Cool.
we be encouraging it?
It's just allowing him to like acclimate back into society. I think it's helpful.
It's gonna happen anyway.
It's true. You know, it's like when a child has like a little stuffed animal. Just go along with it for a bit.
Mac is like going to town on this food. He
Yeah,
hasn't had
yeah.
a meal in so long.
Probably had a lot of ceviche, like coconut and raw fish,
Yep.
maybe cooked fish.
That
Cooked
sounds
over the fire fish.
delicious. I'll be honest.
But for every meal of every day.
well, less delicious.
While you're eating, Thomas will kind of like put his stuff down and just look up. And you can see, like, you don't even have to do a check. You can see he's like concerned about something. Like he has something on his mind. And he just looks at Celadir and he goes, "Permission to talk, Captain."
Of course.
And then he's like, I want to start by saying thank you for allowing me to be part of your crew. I know we didn't get off on the right foot. I was just with that crew and we were being pirates. So I appreciate you not killing me and giving me the chance to join you. And I want to say I do quite... My other crew was... While I liked going with them, and we would defend each other, you could never really trust the other one because we were pirates. Everyone was looking out for themselves. So I like being part of a crew where I feel like more of a team than just a separate bunch of people. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry for being emotional, but if it's all the same to you, and I understand if you don't want to tell me now, I understand if you don't want to tell me at all. I'm getting the feeling you're not just an average pirate crew, and we're in something real deep here.
Well, he's talking to Celadir specifically.
He's talking to everyone. Like, he asked Celadir for permission to speak.
Yeah.
But he's addressing the room now.
Cool. As soon as he started getting emotional and stuff, I'm going to pretend that I'm still, like, spooning out meals and stuff, and behind him, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts to see what his actual intentions are. While he's distracted.
Yep.
Yeah.
While he's getting emotional, you're just like...
He's gonna be easier to read.
Yeah, so surface layer.
Yes, I'm gonna do surface layer first.
Yep. So surface layer is, he's scared. He is concerned.
Okay, I'm going to make sure, like, kind of come into his field of vision from the side, and I'm going to touch his shoulder, and I'm going to go, I hope you understand that I just need to take a deeper look so we can trust you.
And he goes, yeah, absolutely, I understand. We started in a real rough place, I get it. And he'll let you right in.
Okay, cool. I'd like to look into his thoughts. By going into his deeper thoughts, I can learn his intentions with his... I don't, like, gain a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Basically what he's thinking.
So when you go deeper into his head, you get images of what he just went through with Celadir on the island, fighting undead, talking about these bangles. You guys came in saying you want a bangle, and everything with Emerald, and that someone's hunting you. So just all these things are piling up. And you get the sense that he really has, not like as close as you guys are, but he really has started to feel more a part of this crew, because his old crew was very like, we're here to get rich, we're here if you're on my crew, but if I have to kill you, I'll do it, sort of thing. Whereas like he actually feels like you guys look out for each other, and he likes that, and it's something that he never thought he wanted until he had it, and then he was kind of like, this is pretty cool. So you can see, like, this isn't a game he's playing or anything like that. He really is, like, opening up to the table.
Okay, cool.
So anyways, yeah, he continues saying to you guys, he's like, I get the sense we're in something a lot bigger than anything I've ever been on with the crew. And like I said, I like being with you. I'll stick with you. But I'd really like to know what's going on, guys. I have skills I could offer. I could help. As we've talked before, Dietrich, I could help train you to fight. I'm good at it. I just want to know what we're fighting for. I want to know what I'm getting into. If I die, I die. I probably wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you guys anyway. So, I'm not that worried about that. I just want to know what we're getting into. And maybe I could help.
I'll look at everyone else and I'll say he's being genuine. And I do think it's fair that people know that they understand what they're getting involved in.
Absolutely. Thomas, you've proven yourself to us on your day.
Thank you.
And you're right, we didn't have a good start. Partially our fault. We did.
I feel like mostly our fault. We attacked your ship.
I'm just smiling. I'm like, I did what I had to.
I'm trying to be diplomatic.
I just like playfully kind of like wave my spoon.
He's like kind of like, and he like puts his feet together and just like,
oh, you're fine.
And I think that you've been forthcoming with us, and that we can be forthcoming with you. Especially that you're right, we are in something deeper than whatever the average pirate crew does. I'm beginning to realize it's not this.
I'm uncomfortable referring to us as pirates.
They
aren't good folk.
I don't like it
I don't
either.
feel like you're pirates.
Thank you.
Okay,
Do we
fine.
still need a jolly? Do we still need a Jolly Roger?
What? Who said anything about a jolly
It was
Roger?
just
Well,
a
we were
thought.
having a discussion, and
You want a skull and crossbones when we're fighting
Well, actually,
undead.
we thought that it would be a better idea if we just put William's face with a bunch of fangs on it. You know, I was just.
when you say it out loud, it sounds less.
Yes.
Anyways, Thomas.
So do we just say that we give
Yeah,
him
we'll
the,
give him like not like you
the
know,
Cliff's Notes?
Cliff Notes, bare bones, an
'Kay.
outline.
So do you tell him you are collecting bangles from different islands?
We are collecting items of interest from the islands. We believe that they have great power, and we are trying to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands.
We also think
You previously met the wrong hands.
I'm very sorry about that.
Imro, you don't have to apologize for your sister. Imro, who attacked us. Well, you know.
so mostly we've seen these bangles, and round things, jewelry, stuff might be cursed. If you see something, we do need to designate what it is first.
He picked up on the information but caught the cutoff, and
Yeah.
he was just like,
But yes, if you see something, don't immediately put it on, because I found sometimes things are cursed. That's not good.
If it was an item that could be put on.
I'm bad at this. I'm just gonna
We-
stop talking.
he just nods and he winks at you. He's like, I got it. Thanks.
I don't
Thanks.
know.
And then he's just gonna continue to say, and he's like, look, I kind of mentioned before that I knew a little something about the islands. Some of them I've been to. Some of them I've just heard rumors at. You went to the one that was apparently no one ever found anything. That they kept looking for treasure, but they could never found it. You guys found it, so good job. I don't know.
I mean, Mac is a treasure.
He sure is.
Yes.
And then he's like, look,
Is Mac
the one
here?
Mac's at the table.
Frig!
I also fully don't think. I think he's just not taking it
He's
in. I
not
don't know.
listening at
Yeah.
all.
He's having a
having a
conversation.
conversation
So
with
we
Michael.
We can see that he's not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
New
Sorry.
adventures.
Um,
Yes, very exciting.
And so he says, look, I know there's one island you haven't been to yet. And I can only hope it's not where the little ones are. But if you're going from island to island looking, chances are you're going to end up at this one. It's the one where I said before, you don't go there unless you're ready to fight and you're sure of yourself in a battle. You guys are good. We're good. We've had fights together. I don't think we're ready. If we want to go there, we have to train. We have to be good to go.
Right.
I have heard of some of the mightiest warriors going there to prove themselves, and they don't come out. I've never heard of anyone coming out of that island. So I didn't give you that much information before, but I don't feel right holding that back now.
Well, I appreciate I appreciate that you're sharing that with us now.
You're welcome. I
And I
have
understand.
faith in this crew's capabilities.
No,
I don't
agree.
think we're far off from being ready. But I just want everyone to be fully aware of what we're going into. I don't know that much. I just know that I haven't heard of anyone ever coming out of that island.
Well, with those odds, we want to be sure. And I feel like as a group, we can be more on the same page.
Jolly Roger. No, okay.
No.
Perfect. example, actually. But it sounds like it's somewhere we will definitely have to eventually go. But we should make sure that we're ready.
That's all I have to say. This dinner's delicious. Thank you. And he just goes back to eating.
We should figure out the watch for the day.
I can go up.
What time of day is it now?
You guys had your snake adventure.
We did, and then we rested.
Probably.
And the next day, we retrieved the bracelet.
Oh yeah,
and
you
then-
waited the next day.
Yeah.
It's like early afternoon, like probably 3-ish, 4-ish, something like that.
I think that I should do my watch during the day because I cannot see very well at night compared to elven eyes.
An excellent point. Something that we'll keep in mind going forward.
Also, if you weren't aware, these two are also human and also cannot see at night.
Just like across the board.
Just across the board,
No
most
humans.
perhaps some with a touch of magic. Even though I have a touch of magic, I cannot. Usually they cannot.
I can.
Elf blood.
Mac holds up Michael. He's like, he can see anytime.
I will also keep that in mind.
I also was
Thank
not
you.
including Mac in that statement because I said the two of them. I meant William and Thomas. I don't know if
I had
Mac...
assumed.
Perhaps Michael
I
might
think
be good at keeping
Mac
watch.
should rest.
Yes.
We wouldn't want to overburden him with so many duties at first.
Yes. And I think we have a special room for Mac.
I agree.
Just for nighttime.
I get a
Because he
room?
gets lost. You
At
do.
the questionable times. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
You should feel privileged. I don't have a room.
Wow, y'all are so friendly.
very accommodating.
Which room are we giving him?
To be clear, out of game, I'm going to be putting him in the brig, but I'm
Oh, we're
setting it up
friggin'
nice.
locking him up.
Just
Him
we're
and the
locking him
coconut.
at night,
Yeah.
but we're gonna make it cozy.
And when, there's times of questionable, we're just
Pretty
gonna...
sure for Thomas there was already a mattress brought in there.
we did.
Yes, we did.
So-
We gussied it up. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
And like Thomas
more than
has
he's
been
ever
using
had.
it as his room, just not
Oh.
locked.
Oh,
Oh, no,
we're gonna hook him
out.
No, we're gonna hook him up. We're gonna hook him up.
He's getting a hammock with the rest of us.
He's going with the bunks.
I'm
That's
sleeping
okay.
in the captain's quarters,
One
and
of us.
nobody has objected so far.
Why is Thomas the only room on the ship is hers?
I'm getting that room?
You're Thomas.
That's the only
I'll
room?
show him exactly where he needs to go.
Okay.
Thomas is
Yeah.
just like, It's a great room, bud.
Used to be Thomas's.
Used to be mine. Did me
Thomas,
very
did you want to
cozy.
switch out and we'll switch you into the hammock room?
Sure.
Now that things are more established.
Sure. He'll kind of like
Yeah.
put his stuff down and go and start transferring his stuff from the brig
I'm
to the bunks.
very gently accommodating that Mac to the room and making sure that like it looks cozy as a jail cell can, and I want to make sure he's not freaking out, that he's okay.
He has no idea that this is a jail
Oh,
cell.
thank
He's
goodness.
just like,
Because I don't know how he's gonna feel about being confined after being let loose on a very tiny island forever. So, but I'm not
Who
locking
cares?
it right
Just
now. I'm not locking it right now. I'm gonna lock him at night. I think he's
you
safe
could
to
lock
lock.
it now.
You're not there. You're not locking it. I'm making sure
I'm
he's comfy.
bringing food to William,
Okay.
and I'll relieve him of his watch, and I'll explain of the new living situations.
when you go up, William is kind of tinkering away on, he has brought up the barrel that you found him in.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he has taken the lid apart and kind of like, with a few kind of makeshift tools, he has started tinkering away, and you can see him. He's like keeping an eye out, but he is working away on making himself a little shield.
Can I give him? Can I help him?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I give him some pointers?
Yeah, sure.
Slap
Pull out
shields.
yours.
Tracing my nose stick.
Yeah, and he is just kind of like, he embarrassingly says, he's just like,
He's embarrassed.
he's embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
Like, kind of like, his face goes a little red. And he just, again, like, give me an insight check on
Oh no. I'm not good at those.
Celadir just oblivious to all others' emotions except for Dietrich.
So they tell me you're a human. No, just kidding.
That's a great icebreaker. So you're human and you can't see in the dark.
You can't breathe underwater,
You can't breathe
I
underwater.
understand.
So what can you do? What?
I love that he's just mean and he doesn't realize.
17.
17? Cool. He is also kind of concerned. Like, you get the impression that, like, him and Thomas have been talking about, like, how real this is and how dangerous this is. And
He has more of an
stuff like
idea
that.
because
He dealt with the undead before.
Okay.
And he was there. But it's also kind of like, just the past few days have been a lot on everybody. So it's also kind of wearing on him. So he kind of, same thing, like he has a concerned, serious look on his face while he's making this shield. And he just kind of like looks up with you, and he's struggling to say this, but he just looks at you and he's like, I'm not gonna hide in a barrel with you. I'll fight by your side.
Oh, okay. He was
I'm not. I let my last crew die. I didn't help. I'm not gonna do it again. But I'm not a good fighter. So.
I've seen you. I've seen you fight. You add value to our crew. You're a worthwhile first mate. Don't sell yourself short. And I understand. Oh no, that's not what I meant!
Oh, Celadir. He doesn't know.
He's such a jerk!
He doesn't know.
No! Does he take it that way?
He hears it. He knows it's not what you meant. Like,
But he's still kind of like...
he's had a lifetime of being made fun of for being short. So like, he's still like people would make that joke to him before.
Yeah, that was very short-sighted of you.
So like, he knows you don't mean it, but
Yeah.
like, he's still like, but like,
Celadir just goes on oblivious.
but the other stuff you say, like about him being like a good first mate and stuff, his eyes kind of like water a little bit, and he just goes,
Oh, we match.
"Thank you." And then he just kind of finishes what he was doing on the shield and like holds it up and like with his sword kind of like smacks it to like test it.
Can I show him like a couple like drills?
Sure.
Show him how to do it?
Yeah. You guys can have a little like
A little training
session.
So cute. I'm also gonna tell him that we just spoke with Thomas. He had some questions. He was able to figure out that we're not a normal pirate crew. If the two of you ever find that you are in over your heads, neither of you signed up for this, and you feel the need to walk away, we understand. Like I said, you add value, you're worthwhile, and you have proven yourself over and over again, and you would be missed.
He just kind of looks at you and he's just like, I'm not going anywhere.
No, I'll give him a smile and I'm like, keep your shield up. And I'm gonna
Yeah, cool. And then you guys go into like, you're kind of like sparring.
Okay.
Cool. And then Thomas is going to ask you if you would like to have your training session now.
Really? You're gonna help me?
Like I said, we're gonna need to be as good as we can when we get to that island.
Right, and I'm not. I get it.
You're good. You're real good. There's just a few things that I know that I think I could help you with. Especially if it ever comes to us going against another ship. There's one thing I think you would be really good at.
Okay.
So we'll start with that. We'll start with that one, and then I'll show you a few moves when fighting.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a different question?
Sure.
Well, you're a man about the world. You
Yeah.
have made port often.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, and I don't want to presume anything, do you very often chat with people about how nice you think they look?
He just, again, kind of like gives you that knowing. And he's just like, yeah, I could help you with that too. Maybe not right here.
No,
We can have talk. We can chat.
I thought we could share, you and I, like, experience-wise, you know.
Sure.
Thank you.
I would love to hear about your experience.
Okay. You know, you go first. of
Man,
all, but
of course. Man to man.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he's like, come on, kid. And he takes you up. So, what he teaches you, what he's going to. So
Don't text back immediately.
you can
Make her wait
do
3
this.
hours.
This would be something you haven't done it yet. Of course, I would always make you roll for it if you ever did do it. Now you will roll with advantage since he's kind of teaching you the proper technique and stuff like that. He is teaching you how to, if you are ever in a battle with another ship, how to take all like your masts and like all your ropes and stuff that are tied to the sails, how to properly use momentum to swing around and board the other ship and look like real badass.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
So and like you pick it up naturally because it's
What I do.
what you do. But he just kind of more than teaching you how to do it because you already know how to do that kind of stuff. He's more teaching you how to use like the momentum of the ship to really make sure you're getting that force over there and stuff. So
Well,
like you're not like physically doing it right now, but like you would probably maybe like swing out, just swing back in because there's no ship out where you are.
He'll like while he's doing that too, just be like, Thomas, I'll show you. Maybe I could show you something. And he'll like fold the rope around and just like drop. You know.
Cool.
If you ever want to, I guess I won't help you in combat unless you think about it when you're falling.
Yeah, that's it could come in handy. Yeah.
Right.
And then he also like takes, like kind of in the same way, he takes some barrel lids and gets you to spar with him, like almost boxing style, and he's using the lids as like mitts, so he's like doing that while you're hitting. And yeah, it's just like a little training session where sometimes like you'll hit and he'll smack you with the other one, just like tell you to keep your guard up and stuff like that. Like
Dietrich will appreciate
just
it.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You guys just have like a full training session, as well as Celadir and William. William's not teaching you anything. He's never used a shield before, so you're just like kind of
Gonna
show him how to properly like get it up and stuff like that. Cool. Ilayda, what are you up to?
I assume I'm keeping watch because everyone else is training.
Oh yeah, we're just messing around. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I
the
already
captain.
made dinner. I served it. I cleaned up because it was just one pot, very simple, and I'm keeping watch while everyone else is training because someone needs to.
Cool.
If Dietrich can like find a moment after training to like be by himself too.
Yeah.
He
Would you crow's nest?
probably if Ilayda's not in there.
Okay. Were you in the crow's nest keeping watch?
Okay.
I'm just on the side.
You can go wherever you want. I know how much
yeah.
Dietrich loves the crow's
I'm
nest.
on the main area.
Yeah.
So
He would like go up there. He would like shrug off his jacket and like fold it neatly. He would like comb his fingers through his hair and try to make his hair look really nice. He would like pinch his cheeks a bit to try to make himself look a little more colorful. I imagine he would be a little colorful after sparring. Maybe like bite his lips a little bit. And he would look out to the sun. And he would say, "Can you hear me? I'm a bit desperate. And you're one of the few people I look to for answers. Maybe I'm a bit selfish. Maybe I haven't been following your words correctly. But I don't know how to love something that is cruel. To love someone who has no love for me in their heart. If I'm honest, I miss home. I'm very homesick. It's much easier for me to perform an act of love each day if I'm performing. And, you know, maybe I'm a bad follower of yours. Because I very often let my fears outweigh my desires. I know you probably look at me and think, how can a boy like him not be in someone's arms? Think, is my love not good enough that he should chase his own heart? Maybe this is too bold for me to say, but maybe I need your hand on mine to guide me. Maybe I need your lips on my earlobe to whisper if I should follow my destiny or follow my heart. Maybe I'm confused. Would you have me throw lavish parties in my nobility? Take beautiful people to my bedchambers? Or would you prefer I found something more intimate and soft and tender? If I were to become king and be merciful, would my love of the people outweigh how I feel about my sister? I see red every day, and it's not of love or of passion. It's of anger and blood, and I feel as though I'm stained, and I fear that you no longer think I'm beautiful. Please help me. That's all I ask. He's gonna wait.
Yeah, you don't get an answer or anything.
He's gonna climb down.
Cool. So it's now evening. Sun has gone down. You've been training. You trained for like quite a few hours while you were keeping watch and everything. So now like the seas are very calm. It's just a very gentle night. And everyone is kind of still like up on the deck. Like it's after training, so you're kind of like, it's for a good reason and for a very serious and scary reason, but like you guys just had like a pretty good day of like having fun and like enjoying each other's company and stuff like that. But William, who went down to like kind of put his shield in his bunk, he comes up and he's like, "Guys, I think there's something down here you should look at."
There's a Mac.
Oh, it's Mac, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
And he gets you to follow him, so whoever wants to follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah.